You ever feel like you're guessing at your prices? Like you don't really know how much you're making at the end of the month or how much you should actually be charging. After closing too many deals that were way too low, I finally made this sheet to know exactly how much I should be charging for my services. Hi, I'm Helmi, YouTube Funnels agency owner. I was struggling to find the balance between charging enough for my services so I make a profit, but at the same time maintain a competitive price in the market. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how I calculate my profit margins so I can expand my business. It gives me an upper hand during the sales negotiation and gives me peace of mind because I know my freedom number and what is the revenue that I should be aiming for every month. So before we get into the nitty gritty, I just want to cover what happens if you don't calculate your profit margins. Number one, you might get taken advantage from your contractor or your employee because you don't know your own margins. And during sales call, you sound unconfident because you don't know your profit margins. Usually they're going to negotiate some stuff and then there should be some leeway for you to wiggle some price. But if you don't know what your bottom line is, then you don't know how much that number is, right? So you sound unconfident, which leads me to the third reason. You end up taking shitty deals just to close the deal. If you really know your margins, you know what is the lowest amount that you can work for. Anybody who wants to go below that, you just say no. Let me show you how I do it. When you do an online business like me, you do a service, usually there's a bunch of offers that you throw out there to customers. There's a monthly recurring thing that you can charge maybe $2,000, $3,000 per month. There's a one-time offer. Maybe you charge them $2,000, $3,000, or $1,000 to do something one-off. That means it's not recurring. With these two together, you can calculate your freedom number. Your freedom number is your ideal income, and then how many clients do you need with the margins we're going to calculate to achieve that freedom number. Let's start right now. Here's the calculator. You can just copy mine exactly, or you can download mine in the link down below in the description. Okay, so here is the offer. When you do an online business, you probably have a bunch of offers. I'm going to run through some examples for you. So you would have offer 1, offer 2, 3, 4. You can have however many offers you want. But in this case, I'm going to go up to 4. The first offer is a one-time deal, like a one-off work. Offer number 2 is a recurring thing. So I'm going to show you how to calculate. I'm just going to use my agency as an example. I'm a YouTube funnels agency. I help business owners grow their YouTube channel, basically handle everything for them. I have to calculate what is my margin. Let's say I have a one-off thing. That could be making a landing page. Maybe it's a thumbnail package. They just want that. They don't want the full done for you. Price to client, one-off. So anything one-off is up here. Anything monthly, like a recurring service, is down here. Pay stands for pay in full. Monthly recurring, if they pay every month, is going to be one price. If they pay 3 months in advance or 4 months or however you want, that's called pay in full. If they pay in full, they get a discount. So for some real business with money, they prefer the pay in full because they get the discount. So we're going to cover that in a bit, but for now, we're going to go with the one-time offer. So let's say it's design thumbnails, for example, it's $200. This is just all random numbers. The deliverables of what I can give to the client, you can put your deliverables here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change these. So you can do scripts for them. You can do thumbnail, long form videos, short form videos. You can do landing pages. You can do email copywriting, whatever. You can just add new row down here to add those in. Okay. So let's say this is a thumbnail thing. You want to give 3 thumbnails, so $199. Just an example. It costs you $30 per thumbnail to do it. Let's say you outsource this to somebody for $30. So 30 times the amount of deliverables, it will cost you $90, right? So this is the total monthly production cost for this particular offer. The net profit per client is what you get, the revenue minus the cost, 90, which is 109. The profit margin is this divided by your revenue. In this case, it's 55%. I think the general rule of thumb is that you want to aim anything between 50 to 80% is a healthy profit margin. This is what a lot of people don't even know. And I didn't know when I started out. But you want to target something between these range. And if it's between this range, you're fine. Let's say if your target is $10,000 per month, how many clients do you need to achieve $10,000? In this case, it's $10,000 divided by the net profit. That's 92 clients. So that's a lot. So maybe that shows you don't want to focus on this. Next, let's say you charge a full for you. It's $2,000, for example. $2,000 every month, they will automatically pay using Stripe. So you have another offer. If you pay in full for 3 months lump sum, you get a 10% discount, for example. You can change this to 15 to however you want. But let's say just 10% for now. The client's supposed to be paying $6,000, but if they pay in full, they only pay $5,004. That means they save $600. To some client, this is attractive. So if we calculate back 5,004 divided by 3, that's equivalent to 1,008 instead of 2,000. So that's the way the client will think. Okay, if I do the pay in full, I actually save 200 a month. That's pretty good. So let's say this is the delivery summary in terms of tax. Like I'm going to deliver 3 thumbnails here. And then this one was like 8 units of whatever, long form videos or whatever your deliverable is. So you want to give 8 long form videos, 4 short form. Just an example. Okay. So let's say for you to fulfill, it will cost you $20 times 8 because there's 8 long form videos. It will cost you $160 just to do the thumbnail. And then the scripting is probably maybe $50 times 8. So it costs you $400. Then editing, probably 75 times 8. So right now you can see that the profit margin is actually really low, 42%. So this is not a profitable business. Maybe shorts is like $25 per shorts or something. I don't know, times 4. So that's even lower at 37. So if they pay in full, that means your profit margin is even lower, right? Because it's a lower revenue for you. It's 30% instead of 37. Maybe I don't need 4. Maybe I can just give them 2 and that increases that a little bit. Or maybe I don't need 8. Maybe for 6,000, I only want to do 6. Now it's 54. Okay, so that's above the minimum 50. All right, so now we're getting somewhere. Or maybe we can do 0 here and then 6 here. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good. So on the negotiation call, you whip out this, and then the clients start to, how about 6? How about 7? Okay, I can do 8 here, none here, or I can do 6 here, and maybe 2 there. And then you look at this number, this is what you want. As long as it's above 50, you're good. So this is what I like about this calculator. If you have a client that pays you this, and then you deliver this, your profit margin is pretty good. Oh, but the pay in full is not good. So that means you got to cut somewhere too. How does that work? 61 and 57. That's pretty good. So if you want to sell this offer number 4, you only need 8 clients to achieve $10,000 net profit. That's pretty good. So rather than chasing these guys, might as well just do this. So that's the whole point. The beauty of this offer and margins calculator. It's also something you have to whip out during the sales call. They're going to negotiate some stuff. You just see this. So there you go. That's how you calculate your profit margins to figure out your freedom number, the minimum amount that you should take to do a job. So no more guessing games. You're in control of your financial future. You can easily just do this sheet yourself. You saw how I did it. You just input the formula manually, or you can download my template down below in the description. So now you know how much you should be charging for your services because you have calculated the margins. But how can you actually increase your profits? The easiest and fastest way for you to do that is to reduce your operating costs. That's the fastest, quickest way. You do that first, all right? To show you how I trim all the fat from my business's expense, watch this video next. I'm going to show you some ninja tricks you don't want to miss. My name is Helmi, YouTube funnel. See you in the next video.